so what do we got? We have our tomato plant. It's very productive. There's still tomatoes on it, but we're gonna pull it up. And we have our pepper plant. We might overwinter that. We got all our pineapples, potatoes are done. But we got a cantaloupe plant that we bought. It's growing really well. It's got some cantaloupes right here. I don't know if you can see that. And you're supposed to have one cantaloupe per plant. I've sort of thinned it already. Got a bunch in there. Anyway, so I'm gonna tear some stuff, take these tomato plants out, and plant some fall crops. All right. So what do we have here? We have some basil. We have, looks like yellow onions. Right there, and these can be thin. This actually is 6-pack here. This is like mini plants right here. And let's see, what do we have? Chocolate mint. Those aren't doing good anyway. And then we have romaine lettuce, really healthy stuff. Got our local nursery. And we got some kale. What variety is it? Berea. It's Portuguese kale. Supposedly it's good for making soups. Okay. And we have leeks. King Richard. Hopefully the lion hot. And then we have beets. Bull's blood. Beets. We got this area now that we got the tomatoes out of here. They're in the green waste. And got another area over here. We're gonna put the basil at least. We know probably the mint too. And we're thinning the herbs. And yeah, so kind of a nice area. Okay, so we're using this mycorrhizae this time around for each and every plant. What you do is you put it in so those roots can contact these little granules in there. We're gonna put the romaine right here. All right, so everyone, we got 2 rows back here. These are all leeks in the very back. They're gonna get the tallest. These yellow onions right here, these 2 rows. These 6, and these are the lettuce, and these 6 right here is the kale. And how you want to plant a garden is you want to think about how the sun rises. So this way, right here is essentially east-ish, right? So the sun is going to rise from up here in the morning, go all the way west, right here. So that being said, you want the tallest things sort of in the back to not block out these short things. Because these leeks, believe it or not, they're like the shortest plant I have in here right now. But these will be the tallest eventually. Just wait and see. And yes, and what else we got? We got the beets. Got the beets over here in this row. Mad beets, y'all. Mad beets. And then we got the large leaf basil. Looks sort of like sweet Italian, but it's just large leaf basil, your standard basil. And yeah, so cantaloupe's still growing. Yeah, thinned it out a little bit. Thinned out some herbs. And we're gonna overwinter this pepper plant, see if we can keep it for next year. Did really well for us this year. You didn't see me harvest any of those Anaheims, but I harvested a lot, made some salsa. Oh no, I harvested a ton of tomatoes, made salsa with those too. I was gonna make a video on that, but salsa's so easy. Oh my gosh, it's so easy. But my wife planted some flowers here, some society garlic, and I think it's keeping away the gophers. I know they don't like this smell, and I think it's doing its job. I mean, I haven't seen any activity in this area. So maybe we need to invest in more of those. I forgot what this is called, but it's really pretty. My wife planted it. Planted these, and we got these, I think they're called mums. And salvia, snapdragon, Santa Barbara daisy, elysium, another mum variety, I think. Or elysium, which I don't really care about. Anyway, so yeah, a little day's work, a little gardening, and some vegetables, and nothing in the pickle. Alright, so I don't want to rob the millions of fans, but this is only a small amount of the tomatoes we harvested. They're the Marbones, and they're an heirloom tomato from France, and they were really probably the best tomato ever. I think maybe for canning we like Romas from seed, but these were just really good. I have to be honest, I don't know, it might be my new favorite tomato. I love them. Good burger tomato, good canning tomato. And let's go over here, I'll show you the salsa I made. Salsa is so easy. It's just so easy to make. turned out a little watery, but I know why. It's because this is starting to gelatinize a little bit better, but I made way more than this. My wife made some too. My wife's is really good. Yeah, I'll explain that. So salsa is really easy. All you need is a pan like this. Set it down right there. You put your tomatoes right here, and you want to cut them in half. Cut them in half and put them skin side up on the pan. Put your onions over here, your peppers, and some garlic cloves, like 6 or something, I don't know. It's like 2 pounds of tomatoes, you know, however many peppers you want, however spicy you want it. Put it all on a pan like this, right? Turn your oven onto broil, okay? Broil, high. Oh yeah, you go to this thing, yeah, high, whatever. So, you know what I mean? Turn on to high, let it heat up, and put it in, as soon as it's to temperature, you want to put it in for about 7 minutes and let the skins of the tomatoes get real blackened. All your peppers will get like a black skin on them, and that's what you want. And then from there, you just basically get out. I could have shown this to you, but I can just easier to tell you. But you just basically get your Cuisinart out, put your food processor in there, put all that stuff. Don't cram it too full, but cram it, you know, about halfway up in your pretend that's a food processor, like a little bit over halfway, because you don't want it to explode everywhere. And just blend it up, man. Just blend up your stuff. Of course, take the stems off the peppers, cut the stems off the tomatoes, cut them in half, and you'll get killer salsa. It's really easy. It's just roasting them. You know, take the skins off the garlic too. So you're broiling it on the pan, and you're throwing it in a Cuisinart. That's salsa. And you'll find all kinds of other complicated recipes that are really, really like annoying. You know, there's canned salsa recipes. I just made refrigerator salsa because we eat salsa like all the time. So there it is. I made like actually way more, but I had to pour some out because there's just too much for us to eat, to be honest with you. But that's the nice thing about gardening. You could give stuff away, but I don't have anyone to give stuff away to. Well, we have some people to give stuff away to, but yeah, I had an explosion too in the kitchen. I put too much in the food processor over there. Big old mess. Anyway, there you go, guys. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Bye. One more thing. So on the salsa recipe, I forgot. Not only did I turn my phone the wrong way, and I'm so sorry for that, but I don't want to redo that scene again. So please just give me a little credit. Anyway, millions of fans, I'm so sorry for that bad dizziness scene. Don't forget in the salsa recipe that I told you, get 2 limes, squeeze like 2 limes worth of lime juice into all that. 2 pounds of tomato, 1 onion, you know, quartered up, roasted with peppers, and and salt. Don't forget the salt and lime, okay? So tomatoes, onion, garlic, peppers, salt, lime juice. That's all you need. So, and blend that all up. Now, have a good weekend. You can now make salsa. Goodbye.